Hello, this is our issue analysis 1. Our group consists of myself, Jamison, Elle, Wyatt, and Skylar, and we are looking into fire and how it relates to property damage and insurance policy. As many people may know, wildfires in the western United States have increased significantly in recent years in magnitude and frequency. As a result of a warming climate, fire suppression tactics, and the growing wildland-urban interface, we have experienced large losses from this impending threat. Prevention and management of these megafires has become more expensive, and the cost of damages has only increased. In order to compensate for the economic losses, there's a growing need for resources allocated towards fire funds on both a federal and state level. This includes policies surrounding private insurance and home protection. Home and business owners operating in fire-prone areas require insurance in order to be protected if damages were to occur. The economics of fire is a complex problem in itself. We explore the losses that we expect each year in the private property and home sector, as well as specific policies that have been implemented in an attempt to recoup these significant costs. In terms of the nature of the problems and decisions being considered, wildfires will continue to shape the economic and natural landscape of the western United States. Jobs, private homes, public wildlands, and entire communities are all under threat of significant loss. Without coordinated action, we are unlikely to be able to adapt to this seasonal threat, and it will have severe effects on how we populate and inhabit these lands. The issue of private home insurance and business protection is very costly. There's little incentive for private companies to help recover losses associated with fire destruction, and there is sentiment that in purchasing property in affected areas, you're accepting this risk. If we are to support business and growth in dry and at-risk regions of the United States, it is necessary for local and federal governments to step in and help. So for major policies and plans relevant to the issue, to start, we have Washington Administrative Code 284-20-010, which outlines the policies surrounding fire insurance, such as what standard fire policy will be followed, how insurance companies may present their clients with insurance contracts, as well as what kind of stipulations must be considered in drafting an individual fire insurance policy. WAC 284 requires that insurance companies present a standardized fire policy to their clients based on the 1943 New York Standard Fire Insurance Policy. The standardized policy formulation cannot differ in essence from the New York Fire Insurance Policy, but the Administrative Code does require compliance with cancellation procedures and expiration times as outlined in RCW 48-18-290 and WAC 284-20-020 respectively. The 1943 New York Standard Fire Insurance Policy is referred to as Standard Fire Policy in the previous discussed WAC 284. This provides the guidelines for how an insurance company may institute and enact a fire insurance policy. Certain situations such as loss or damage to property due to war, invasion, insurrection, etc. are not included under the applicable claims. Furthermore, the standard fire policy reserves the right of the insurance company to restrict or deny insurance based on factors including knowledge of a growing risk to the property to the insured, vacancy of 60 days or more in the property, or situations such as an explosion or a riot. Lastly, the policy overall puts most of the burden of the insurance claim on the insured, and it gives the insurance companies the ability to dispute value appraisals for lost property submitted by the insured. To conclude, we address the consequences of forest fires fueled by climate change and fire suppression. With the ever-growing presence of destructive fires throughout the western United States, state and local governments have instituted policies for fire management, prevention, and recuperation following damages. Among these policies is WAC 284 that delineates the guidelines for fire insurance policies, which hold great significance for households living on the wildland-urban interface. Despite its significance, WAC 284 utilizes a fire policy from 1943 New York as its standardized set of guidelines and gives much discretionary power to the insurance companies. Moving forward, the power dynamics and incentive systems motivating the various stakeholders need to be investigated for potential imbalance. Thank you all for listening, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.